Okay folks, it's Monday night, the day after the autocross, and I'm back in the garage. I posted a video this morning of the car in the one run we got. Unfortunately, I had GoPro noobness and I didn't record what I want to record, quote. So I recorded when I didn't mean to by, hitting it, thinking that I started recording. I didn't, then I turned it on and it started recording right. So ultimately, with two GoPros still in the car, I did do a very good job. He was really short, but anyway, you know what? That's the past. Autocross overall went very well, but there's a couple things we need to focus on. And of course, Friday morning we leave for Summit Point. So I've got 4 days now to get this car knocked out, plus prep middays. So let's talk about what we're going to do for. Let me first talk about the things I need to fix that I found out at Autocross. And then I'm going to talk about things for this week on what we need to do next. So I think the biggest issue the car has right now is brakes. Front master cylinder here, could not get it bled, and I didn't even really have front brakes. Minnie and I ran just with the rear brakes in the back by itself. So for some reason that masters, I'm just unable to get all the air out, or at least get it to a sustainable point where it seems to work. The AccuSump here is squirting oil on the inside of the fenders and things like that. And I think that's all because it lost the pressure on this side. So the way it works, obviously, is air pressure pushes the oil out. What happens is, if you have sustainable high pressure and this air side leaks, you end up hydraulically locking the AccuSump to where the piston's all the way up against the end. Of course, it's got a little bit of pressure still at the very end here, but ultimately, no oil can go out of the AccuSump because there's effectively no spring or anything like that on this side. It's all just air pressure. I think that's what happened, because when I measured the oil here a second ago and looked on the dipstick, even though I know I have 3 quarts extra in the motor, it was on the below the lowest dot. So I'm pretty sure that is the reason why I've also got squirting of oil on that side over there. So anyway, one thing that I probably wouldn't have figured out unless the autocross happened. The other thing I probably wouldn't have figured out unless the autocross happened was that brake fitting right there needed to be reshaped completely. Every time we'd step on the brakes, it would just start puddling up and dripping out. And we thought that was the problem with the front brakes in the beginning, which turned out to be false. But anyway, fix that guy in the morning. And let's see. Other things that I need to worry about before the next event. I think I need to check ride height on both, because it's a little bit odd right now. I had to throw a lot of ride height at this side, which didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So maybe it's something to do with the back. I've got, let's see, this material here. So we have a plywood for the splitter. We've got this composite aluminum based material for splitter material. This is bumper material with some aluminum from the scrapyard. This is a Porsche GT3 Cup car wing that has been damaged, so I need to kind of get in here and figure this out and straighten out this wing. But this is going to get mounted in the back, hopefully, before Summit Point. We've got a new bumper that I picked up today from a friend. I've got my old bumper, just for mock-ups and things like that, and a nice big rear sway bar that I need to kind of figure out. Everything, this is all that came, right? So the end links and the mounting brackets and things like that I still need to figure out. So the idea is to run, for mechanical grip, a bigger rear bar and hook up my front bar, the stock one. Run, for aero grip, run the smooth bumper to keep air from getting underneath the hood with a plywood splitter or this composite material splitter, along with a wing. And I got a control arm issue to fix that was kind of a hindrance at Autocross, but that's about it. I mean, it's a short list, but it's going to take me some time. Just so happy the car ran. I mean, it seemed to have plenty of power. The diff worked great. It shifted great. It didn't seem like it wasn't burning any oil or anything like that. Ran all the way to red line and could hold on the limiter, no issue. Yeah, just need to get the brakes and things like that figured out. I've got mirrors to mount here. I've actually also bought a little bit of Lexan to kind of blank off a large section of this to try to get air from going inside the car and building up pressure. Again, just trying to make it a little bit more slippery. Yeah, electric power steering worked great. I need to add some probably foot plates, especially for the passenger if I have passengers this weekend. Or if Mindy takes it out and has an instructor, or if I ask somebody to ride with me as well. So anyway, long story short, super successful day yesterday, but a lot of work still to do this week. So that's what we're going to focus on next. I did post the one run up, like I said. You know, if you guys want to check it out, it's there. Again, the focus is on next week, not this last weekend. And I think finally, I just want to say thanks for, thanks to the people that really helped us at the autocross event. So Chris Can was over at his place, which happened to be my neighbor as well, but he has a tire machine swapping tires. Let's see, the night before, right around 8:30, 9 o'clock at least. Jeff Jennery, who actually stepped in and worked for me, so I had an extra heat just to get the brake issues figured out on this thing. Then of course Charles for driving me to Harbor Freight and back and helping me with bleeding the brakes and everything else. So I really appreciate for the community and for the three of you folks for really making it last weekend possible. But next week is the focus. So we leave here Friday morning. I got 3 more days. So anyway, with that being said, wish me luck, and I'll try to keep up with the videos a little bit more over the last 3 days, and of course do something a little bit more just refined for the track day. So anyway, thanks for watching, and talk to you soon. Bye.